Yeah, I know, it's pretty loud, but go ahead.
All right, afternoon continues with Kellie Harper from the University of Missouri. Kellie's beginning her first season as the head coach at Missouri. As a college player, I think everybody in women's basketball certainly knows her record of having won 3 national championships under Pat Summitt's leadership. As a coach, she's developed 4 consecutive first-round WNBA draft picks, one of only 3 coaches to accomplish that feat. Another note, she's one of only 2 coaches in women's college basketball history to lead 4 different programs to the NCAA tournament. Kellie's embraced the Columbia, Missouri area, and the University of Missouri's embraced her. My evidence of that is having been in week 2, early September, in Columbia, Missouri, where Moon Choi, the president of the University of Missouri, announced a $2 billion capital campaign, and Kellie was a part of the group presenting all of the remarkable aspects of the University of Missouri during the launch of that campaign. Welcome to the stage, University of Missouri head coach Kellie Harper.
All right, I'm really excited to be back here and representing Mizzou. We're really looking forward to the competition and the challenge of this league. I think you have to embrace that, and you know, our players do. And as we continue to grow and we continue to compete, we will continue to bring in players that see our vision, and competing at the highest level is part of that. I think, you know, I've really, really enjoyed working with our team. There's a toughness piece, and there's a grit to this group, and you know, we just want to see how much we can grow together as a team and also on the court this season.
Thank you, Coach. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get Tommy or Molly to you. Molly, we'll go right back over here on the 4th row.
Coach Eli Hoff with the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. What's your process, if there is one, for setting an expectation for yourself and this team in year 1?
Yeah, I think sometimes that can be really challenging. There's so many things out of your control, right? So I think what we have to do is control what we can control. And for us, that's how we go about our business every day. And trying, we talk about this with our team every single day. When we walk off the court, we want to be better at something. We want to be a better basketball team. So, you know, I've just really enjoyed the journey with this group and want to continue to do that. But I think as we get a little bit further, yeah, I think we maybe can set some goals out there for this team. But right now, I think we're trying to be the best we can possibly be and see where that takes us.
Coach, we'll go straight down in front, 2nd row.
Wilson Jackson with the non-basketball. Coach, obviously you're an established coach. You've won it at different levels. But when you come back to it now, obviously at Missouri, do you carry that same approach that you've had in previous times into a new chapter for yourself?
Yeah, I think as a coach, I've always wanted to grow and learn, and you know, for me, pick and choose things from my previous experiences that worked and things that didn't work, and try to keep moving forward. I think one of the really exciting things for me this year, the staff that we were able to put together has been tremendous in our chemistry and our connection, and the experience that our staff has working together, bouncing off ideas, really trying to fit this puzzle together as best we can. We want to put our players in our program in the best possible position for success, and that requires us working together every day and drawing from all of our previous experiences. So I think we all have an idea of how it needs to go, but we have to be flexible to make changes where we need to.
Coach, we'll go over back to the right-hand side.
Hey, Coach. Drew King with PowerMizzou.com. Excuse me, sorry. When you talk about wanting to grow with this team, what do you feel like are some of the bigger learning curves with this group?
Well, I think when you are new, we have a new staff. We have all the players are new to us. I think everything is learning. We are putting in a system. We're putting in offensive packages, defensive packages. Every single day is a teaching moment for them. I mean, half the drills that we're doing are new for them. So we're learning a lot of terminology together. We're learning what we do well as a team together. So I think there's going to be a lot of growth to be had. I haven't experienced a game setting with them yet, and there's going to be a learning curve there. So I think for us, translating practice to game is going to be really important early on, because like I said, they're working really hard. I'm really proud of their effort and proud of their focus and their want to. They're very driven. It's a very driven group, and we want to try to capitalize on that and try to push them every day. They're such a nice group of kids. They really are. Sometimes you have to be reminded as a coach to push them even more, because they'll give you everything they've got.
We've got one up here in the second row. Kevin?
Kevin Skarbinski with the SEC blog. What was it about Missouri that attracted you to that job and told you that was the right place for you?
Yeah, there were several things. First, I think the people. You want to be around people that share your vision for your program. And I felt that, in particular with our athletic director, Laird Veach. I felt the support there. And specifically support not just for the athletic department, but for women's basketball. I had lived in the state for 6 years at a previous institution. I worked at Missouri State, and so I felt really confident in being able to recruit that region. We want to be able to tackle the state and the region. Thought that was really important. Also felt like because of my history there, and I felt like I was going to be able to bring in the perfect staff for Mizzou. And I was able to do that. It was hit a home run there for sure. And then the last thing, I'll be honest with you, the SEC. I mean, I want to be part of the best. I embrace the competition. I embrace the challenge. I'm very familiar with what we're up against. I get it. There's something to that. This is home for me.
Other questions? We'll have one right back here. Molly, right back next to the last row on the right.
Cora Hall with National News Sentinel. It's good to see you, Kellie. You obviously have experience coaching the SEC at Tennessee. Just how is that informing you as you take on a new program and you're going into, kind of a rebuild at Mizzou?
I think just the experience I've had in the league, both coaching, and then I'll be honest with you, doing television this past year, I think kept me involved. It kept me. Like I said, I'm very familiar with the coaches in this league, very familiar with the players in this league. Although things do change yearly now when you're looking at rosters, but I think the biggest thing is I understand how difficult this is. I get it. I'm not new to that. This league is different. And the competitiveness and the intensity of the games night in and night out for the duration of the season is hard to process until you're in the middle of it. And I do think having that experience and understanding exactly what we're up against is really important for our team.
Okay, we'll go back down front in the front row.
Hey, Coach. AP Stidham, AP as we see it. Coach, what are some of the attributes in this day and age of the transfer portal that fit your program at so critical roster management now?
That's a great question. Obviously, we, like everyone, we're looking for talented players. There's no doubt about it. You want talent, but we also have to have another layer that is a fit for us. And I think that is so important. We want winners. We want players that are tough. We want players that have a passion for the game. I think for us, intelligent basketball players, then in all of that, those are all intangibles. That doesn't mean, hey, I'd like a 6'2", a lot of positions. You know, would love some size and athleticism and speed, but I'm telling you, if we don't get those other qualities, it's not going to work for us. We have to get the intangibles. We have to have winners. We have to have winners that love Mizzou and love the opportunity that we are giving them, the platform that the SEC is. They have to embrace that. So there's a lot of intangibles, and it's when you're doing transfer portal recruiting, you got to figure all that out in very short amount of time. I think our staff was able to do that this year.
Okay, we'll stay in the second center.
Coach, you have seven transfer players. Of those seven, which of the ones do you envision kind of taking more of an immediate role?
Well, all of our players are going to have to help us this year. We're definitely going to need everyone to bring something. Everyone has to step up and bring something to the table for our basketball team. Gosh, I hate to even call anybody out because, like I said, they are going to be very important. Jordana Reisma right now is going to have to come in and help us in the paint. Shannon Dow is bringing us some perimeter athleticism that we were really looking for. We're also going to get that. We're going to get some shooting from Chloe Sattel. Jayla Smith is going to bring some athleticism as well. So I think, you know, we're really excited about who we have and how they're going to be able to help us.
Okay, we'll go over to the right again on the aisle.
You mentioned working with SEC Network last season. Just what did you take the most from that, just being involved in the game from a different lens during your year off from coaching?
Yeah, this past year when I was sitting behind the desk watching the games, instead of in front of my laptop scouting the games, I was able to actually appreciate what these teams and coaches do well. I was able to embrace the athleticism, embrace the coaching abilities, embrace the play that we have in this league. It was really fun to celebrate that, and instead of trying to figure out how you're going to beat it. It was a nice change, and we as coaches don't often get to do that. We're so competitive. You rarely take that coaching hat off and just sit back and appreciate and celebrate the play, and that was a lot of fun for me. The other thing that it kept me so involved in the game that I was ready to get back. I enjoyed looking at it at a different lens, but also, you know, there are some things that are just meant to be, and I just feel like I'm meant to coach basketball. And I think being behind the desk pushed me even more to getting back out on the court.
Okay, we'll take one final question over on the left-hand side. Mike.
Mike Neighbors, SEC Network. I got a chance to peek in on practice the other day. You mentioned all the teaching that was going on. That was certainly evident. But the other thing I noticed was there was a lot of up and down full court stuff. Without giving away too much to your early season opponents, was that just the day I was there, or is that something that's been consistent?
It's been very consistent. We feel like our brand of basketball needs to be a faster pace for us to be successful. We put a lot of thought into our program identity as a staff. We wanted to make sure that what we landed on was going to give our players the greatest opportunity for success every night out, whether we're in non-conference play or conference play. And we do want to play fast. And, you know, a lot of people hear that and you think, how fast can you run up and down the floor? And that's part of it. But what we're also trying to do is teach our players how to think quickly, how to react quickly, how to make reads quickly. And I think that is where our playing fast should help us down the road.
Coach Harper, thank you for your time this afternoon.
All right, thank you.